Someone spotted my deliberate mistake there. Well done! Well done there! Right, okay. So you're not impressed with that. So now we're going to juggle with clubs. These clubs! Yes, you! What?
Seen Oswald Twistle against the poll tax, the Pensioners Action Committee on Tameside. I'm sure I'll see a few more as I walk round. Thanks first of all to the Musicians Union for providing us with a band for the day, and a big hand for them. Just to give you a running order for the day, we'll be starting off with speakers in a short while. We've got Audrey Wise, who's the MP for Preston, and we've got Keith Mann, who's from the North West campaign against the poll tax. We'll also be telling you what you can do against the poll tax. After that, we'll be forming up along Cheapside, and we'll be marching through the streets of Preston. So I hope you brought your banners with you. Today has cost the Old Preston campaign against the poll tax around £1,000 to organise this event. Now, we're not a rich organisation, we don't get big business giving us money like the Tories do. The only way we get money is by ordinary people who are against the poll tax giving us that money. So if you'd like to dig deep into your pockets, there'll be collectors all the way around the flag market today. Now, the collectors will have Stuart's armbands on, and they'll have stickers with them, the stickers for the Old Preston campaign against the poll tax. They're the only official collectors down here today. If you'd like to make a donation, we'd be very glad to receive it. Old Preston campaign against the poll tax. They'll be able to sort your problems out there. Even if you haven't got a problem, go over to the store. There's plenty of information there about the poll tax, plenty of leaflets that tell you what to do about the bill that most of you have just received.
I've just been asked by a couple of people from Blackpool to let you know that there is a poll tax rally in Blackpool this coming weekend, and it starts off at the weekend. So Saturday the 21st of April at 2 p.m. in the town square. Many people have been asking us to try and explain why the poll tax, to go through the aspects of the poll tax, and one thing that is absolutely clear, and that is that without any option on looking at the rates, over and above the rates, Preston is going to pay considerably more just because of the imposition of the poll tax. For example, the town is going to have to spend £1,800,000 for the non-collection penalty on the poll tax. That means that we have to pay to Lancashire County Council the amount of money even for the people who don't pay the poll tax. So students who are moving, people who are changing jobs, people who can't be located, people who can't pay, people who won't pay, then the rest of the community has to make up the rest of the bill. And that's going to cost Preston 1,800,000 before we even start. So what it means is that that family who are currently paying £3,000 a year in rates will save £2,200 a year. And so that gives you some idea that if everybody's paying the same, that means that the poor are going to pay considerably more.
There's just a few announcements and then we're going to get ready to have the speakers on. Firstly, again, the stewards around the flag market are the people with white armbands on. They also, a lot of them have buckets and stickers with us. Theirs is the only official collection. The carnival has cost us over £1,000 to organise. And we'd be very grateful for any donations you want to make to us towards that cost. We don't get funded by big business like the Tories. We only get funded by ordinary people like yourselves who are against the poll tax giving us that money. Please dig deep in your pockets and put some of that money in the collection boxes. Send you the other day. If you want any other information about the poll tax, if you want a sticker to put up in your window saying I'm against the poll tax and I'm not paying the poll tax. And there's also information there if you're not paying the poll tax. It gives you your legal rights and it's information that you need to know.
Out the campaign. Can't roll up, don't be shy. Please.
Get that thing!
It's supported by the Lancashire Association of Trades Councils and the North West TUC. And it was introduced by Richard II. It was an unjust tax, just the same as the one today. And it led to demonstrations, uprisings of the people then. Confronted by the peasants' revolt in those days, the king rescinded the poll tax and he granted a Charter of Liberties. He also hung a few of the organisers, but I'm not going to dwell on that point. Well, this is a new poll tax that you've got now. I'm sure you've had your bill through this week. The Tories said they were going to take you back to Victorian values, but what they've done is taken you back to feudal times with the poll tax. It's unjust, it's undemocratic, and it's unworkable. And the lesson of 1381 is clear. Oppose the poll tax. Show the government that so many people oppose the poll tax that if they ever want to win another election, then they better change their minds now. They better make another U-turn. I'll start off with our speaker from the North West campaign against the poll tax, who's Keith Mann.
People of Lancashire and citizens of Preston, I can tell you that this is one of many protests that have and will continue to take place across the country and throughout the North West. And it's through these peaceful protests that we will achieve our objective of the abolition of the poll tax. The North West campaign brings together a number of people, for example your own Lancashire Association of Trade Councils, who are opposed to the tax for a number of reasons. The first, of course, is that it is unfair. It's not based on the ability to pay. Do you know that the Duke of Westminster, a resident of the North West, can actually afford to pay the poll tax for all of Manchester for 23 years and still, at the end of 23 years, be more than a millionaire. That's the extent to which the poll tax is unfair. It's also regressive. Those who have least will, as a proportion of their income, pay most. That has not been seen since before the end of the Second World War, and we don't want to go back to those days. It is extremely expensive to collect. It is at least 2.5 times as expensive to collect as rates were to collect. That's another reason why it should be opposed. And it's us, the ordinary people, that will have to pay for those additional costs. In Preston itself, I looked up the figures yesterday. The additional costs of preparing for the poll tax, which will have to be met by every poll taxpayer in Preston, in terms of capital expenditure, are more than £3 million. More than £3 million. That has to be met by the people of Preston. The cost in day-to-day expenditure in this last year has been nearly £500,000. And for every year from this until the poll tax is abolished, it will cost between £1.5 and £2 million extra to collect, which will have to be met by the people of Preston. Under the business rate, Preston actually loses even more money. It loses nearly £3 million every year because of the changes in the uniform business rate. Now this can't be seen in isolation from things which the North West campaign is concerned about, and the attack on local government spending and what is actually going on. This year is actually 239 for the government to save and gives to its friends.
Every week. Yeah, I know. Every week until it stops, otherwise it'll just fizzle out and die down.
Really bad mood.
Did you?
Yeah, bad.
These parts.
Yeah. They're bad, but I can't put anywhere to tie it on.
Yeah, she saved you money.
Yeah, I know, I can see it. Maggie, 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 Maggie.
Just get down. Big fellas.
Go for it! Go for it!
Get me on film.
Good.
I don't think by the time we get through now.
What are you talking to for?
One of you keep to the other. You won't go.
Yeah, tonight, Steve?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Oh, definitely, sorry. Saturday night.
Yourself,